everyone, my name is Keelin and we are here at Polish Pottery. Obviously y'all are used to seeing Monica at this time, but I am here with Nick today and we will be showing you just a couple of items. If you're brand new, all you have to do is comment sold for any piece that you would like to purchase, and you would just do that by commenting sold number 2. And if you're brand new, we will need your email address to be able to get you registered in our system. Shipping is free for orders over $99 to lower 48 states. Other than that, there is a $9 shipping fee. And I think I'll just go ahead and get started. Yeah. This first piece I have here was our early bird for the day. It is a 13-inch napkin in the Twinkling Holiday Radiance red pattern. As you can see, it is Christmas themed. It is coming up sooner than we think. But this can be used under your place settings. This can also be used in a bread basket. And it's just $18, originally $16. And it does have a bunch of sparkly gold accents. Very, very cute, especially here in the middle. And that is 100% polyester. If you see that my fingers are purple, it's because I dyed my hair and I did not have any gloves. Number 2, I have this scoop from Manufactura. It is in the peacock pattern for $17, originally $35. This does measure to be about 7 inches long by 2 inches wide. These are perfect for scooping something like sugar or coffee grounds. You can just keep them in your jar so it is ready to use. I think I need to put on my glasses. I took them off because the lights were having a really bad glare on them today for some reason, but I cannot see. Number 3, this is Blue Wildflower. It is going to be a 16-ounce travel mug for $54, originally $108. You might notice that the picture has a pink lid and this one has green. That is because they do vary. They have pink lids, green lids, red lids, blue lids. What's that poem? 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. These are originally $108. These are very, very comfortable. This is a nice pattern. I really like how deep blue the flowers are. Number 4, this is the Together Forever pattern from Zakłady Ceramiczne in a 7.5-inch plate for just $16, originally $33. I so enjoy this pattern. This is entirely different from many, many patterns that I have seen. It is sort of a gothic feel. This could very easily be used for Halloween. I don't know, it's so different in its vibe, I guess you could say. And this is a 7.5-inch plate. It's unique. It's very different and I love it. Number 5, I have this paper towel stand in the flower wreath pattern for $67, originally $135. I'm going to bring it up here since this is where the pattern is concentrated the most. You can see lots of jewel tones here in deep blues. This is a 13-inch paper towel stand and the base does measure about 7 inches in diameter. And the rest of the stand is just polka dotted and nice and sweet and simple. And that is by Miss Maria Stajik. number 6. This is a little bowl from Seraph in the blue violet pattern for $28, originally $56. This is going to measure just under 5 inches, so this is a cute little snack bowl. Also good for feeding younger children. This is a nice deep green to pair with that deep blue. And there's a lot going on the outside as well. And again, that is $28, originally $56 for a 5-inch bowl. Now, I can hardly see a thing, so I'm going to put on my glasses. Tis better. All right, we're good now. Now this will be, I think, my first or second time using this setup the way that Monica does. So if I don't do it exactly like her, I do apologize. All right, number 7, we are looking at this basket in the peacock leaves pattern from Zakłady Ceramiczne for $58, originally $117. From the top, you can see those classic peacock eyes, and we have our leaves on the side right here. This is going to measure about 8 inches long by 7 inches high. I think this is just adorable. You can have this at your table serving some rolls. This also doubles if you wanted to go for Easter and serve some eggs in it, or just have it out for decoration. That is originally $117, just $58 for y'all today. Number 8, this is also from Zakłady. This is Rooster Parade in a 6.5-inch bowl. This does hold 25 ounces and would be $34 today, originally $69. This is such a cute pattern. I like that the bodies of the rooster are blue, but they still have those bright touches of the orange and red. And this has a white rim compared to a lot of pieces that have the cobalt rim. Just adorable, and this piece is originally $69. Number 9, this is going to be an 11-inch plate, also from Zakłady. This is the Country Apple Peacock, which is just a cute and simple little pattern. You can see it has these apples, or they sort of look like oranges or even pumpkins. So you can use these whenever, since they apply to so many different things. But like I said, this is an 11-inch plate. It is just a tad under that. It's about 10.25 to be exact. But this is going to be $35, originally $70. We've got those blue eyes in the middle. I think this is a really cute pattern to put out for the transition into fall. All right. Number 10, this is going to be a mixing bowl from Ceramika Artystyczna in the red poppy burst pattern for $157, originally $315. Now this is an 11-inch bowl, so that is in diameter, and it is just a little over 5 inches. yeah, about 5¼ in height. This holds 144 ounces, and this pattern is by Maria Stajic. This would be perfect if you were wanting to mix up a good portion of pancakes or some waffle batter. Also good just for all of your baking needs, as this is a pretty good size bowl without being too large. And I love this little peach color. It reminds me of the beach and like how the pink you get after being a little sunburned. Like sun-kissed, that's what it reminds me of. Oh, I don't think I showed you the bottom. There we go. Yeah, $157, originally $315 for number 10. Alright, number 11, I have a birdhouse. This one is going to be in the orange and blue flower pattern by Manufactura. And as you can see here, it does have a hole at the top for you to string through a chain to be able to hang it. It does measure about 6.5 inches high with the bird stick. Is there a name for that? Like little stick, this part?
Perch.
Is that, no, like birds do stick. Perch? Yeah.
Perch.
Oh, no. Is there a name for that, you guys? Please tell me if there is. 6.5 inches including the bird stick or whatever it's called. But this is 131 originally and is just adorable. We actually have some birds living in a corner in our house, and birds terrify me. And I feel like maybe if I got them a birdhouse, they would terrify me less because maybe they'd be a little happier.
They have their own nest.
They have their nest, but it's not the same. I feel like they need a house.
You're saying it's called a perch.
It's called a perch?
I guess.
I mean, it makes sense. Birds do perch on the perch. I'm not a bird person. I don't know. Am I taking so much time? I feel like I'm taking so much time. How should I do this so quick? Okay. Number 12. I have an egg plate. This one is from Zakłady Ceramiczne. It is only $58 today, originally $116, and it is so cute. I love this handle in the middle. It makes it very convenient for serving, especially with holidays coming up. Everybody's gonna be wanting serving those deviled eggs. This also works for chocolate covered strawberries and things of similar shapes. That is $58, originally $116, and this does measure to be about 10 inches in diameter. Let me see, how many, I think this holds 12 eggs. Yes, yes, 12 eggs, 12 strawberries, whatever you would like to put in here. But again, this is going to be perfect for serving. This handle in the middle makes it so convenient. It's cute. I don't even like deviled eggs, but I'd buy this just to make them and serve them. Okay, 13. I have a bowl from Ceramic Artist Stitch Knot in the Forget Me Not pattern. This is going to be about 5.5 inches by just about 3 for $35, originally $71. This shape is super interesting to me because I have seen very few pieces in it. This is a newer shape to my understanding, or at least to us. This reminds me of a queso bowl because it is quite deep, like queso or guac, like a good serving bowl for dips. and such things. I don't know, just this shape in particular screams queso to me. But it's a very good size. This holds about 19 ounces. This could also, of course, be used as a cute little cereal bowl. Everybody has their own preferences. For me, this is queso bowl. Or salsa. I love salsa too. I actually just discovered, don't hate on me, the, what is it, Tostino's avocado salsa. Fantastic for being a little, like, non-homemade, but it is so good. Number 14, I do have another bowl for you. This one is going to be in the Spring Flowers pattern, and it's about 5 1/4. This is from Ceramica Bona for just $19, originally $51. As you can see, it has nice spring colored flowers. And this one does measure about 2 1/4 inches, and it holds 14 ounces. So it's not a huge difference between this and number 13, but it is a little smaller. This is going to be perfect for little snacks or small servings of ice cream, or again, a little baby bowl or just a bowl for a younger child. All right. Number 15, this is the pattern Cobblestone Path, and this is from Ceramica Artistichna. This is about a 9-inch bowl. It's about 8 3/4, and it is $56 today, originally $112. Yes, I thought I didn't read that right for a second. This is super interesting to me. It is super green based, and it does look like a cobblestone path. It reminds me of Wizard of Oz in a way, like the yellow brick road, except for it's green. This is a good serving bowl. It does, oh, there's not a capacity that I can see. We probably have the capacity on it. I just can't see it right now. But this is a good serving bowl. I think this is cute for salads. Ooh, even just a big personal salad. This is a cute bowl. Yeah, like a pasta bowl. Huh, yeah, it's like a pasta bowl. It's just a little deeper. Wow, if you like bigger portions of pasta, this is a good size. The more you know. Next up, this piece is from Saragor. It is a yarn bowl for $45 in the Summertime Blues pattern. So it does measure about 6 1/2 inches. As you can see here, there's a little place for you to rest the thing that you knit with. I don't know the names for a lot of things, but I see the image in my head. I don't knit or sew or anything like that, so I don't know. It's a little like sewing needle, that thing, but for knitting. But you can rest it here and then thread your yarn through here. That is the whole point I was trying to get at. I'm sorry it took me so long to get there. The fun thing about Saragor is each piece is truly a unicat. It is, every piece is painted just a little bit different, whether that be the flower placement or the flower color. So you're truly getting a one-of-a-kind piece. Again, only $45, originally $90 for number 16. I think I'm getting this down. I think I can figure out how to do this at a decent speed. Number 17, this is a heater from Zakłady Ceramiczne. I'm not gonna lie, this pattern name is a little hard to pronounce. Coron de Feuillage. It looks like it might be French. I took French in high school, but I wasn't that good at it. but this is a beautiful pattern to my understanding. This is a bit of an older pattern. It is $2.38. I've seen us have maybe, this is the third piece I've ever seen in it. And I got lucky enough that there was 3 of them available. This is a 6-inch heater and is $60, originally $120. Here is where you would put your tea light. And since this is a 6-inch heater, you can fit at least a 6-inch bowl on here. This is 6.5. Maybe don't use a yarn bowl, but just for size reference, this is going to help keep your soup so warm whenever the winter months are coming. This is just a nice, again, one of those unique patterns. It's just a different art style than I've seen on a lot of pieces. It's just gorgeous. Alright. Number 18, this is a toast plate from Ceramic Artist Stitch Note. So it is 6 1/4 inches. This is going to be $70, originally $141. And this is a U7 pattern called Breathtaking by Maria Stajic. And you can see why it is called such. There is so much going on here and it is all beautiful. I love the contrast between the yellow and blue right here. It pairs so well with these red flowers. And again, this is a U7 pattern, the highest being U8, so she is pretty far up there. And it's just, it's so pretty. It's breathtaking, some could say. Number 19, this is going to be a little trinket jar in the Wading Birds pattern. It's just $33, originally $67, and here you can see that branch that the wading bird waits on. These are really cute as gifts for keeping your jewelry. As you can see, I've got some on me and it would fit just fine in here. This can also be at your desk for keeping things like paper clips or staples. It does measure to be about 4 inches either way. And here is your top. It's just a cute piece, and with the holidays coming up, you can't go wrong. All right, next up is this beautiful piece. This is Midnight Splendor in the Zuccotti. Nope, this is from Zuccotti in the Midnight Splendor pattern for just $25. This piece is 65% off of the original price, which is $71. So you're getting a great deal here, not just good. And this is just gorgeous. This is a 7.5-inch plate, and I am in love with this. Just again, another one of those very unique pieces. It is dark green in the background and it is, it's so pretty. Time for me to make some room. I think I did that in like record time. Okay, next up for number 21, I do have this jar with lid in the Limeberry pattern. It's going to be $53, originally $107. You can see the bits of that lime green mixed in with these what look like blueberries. Is limeberry a real... Oh, I feel like I'm asking dumb questions. I hope limeberry is a real thing now that I've asked it. Or is it not? I don't know. Anyways, it's a cute jar. You can fit, again, some jewelry in here, but this would also be cute for doing something like stevia packets or if you have little coffee pods. And I like how this pattern looks from the bottom, how it is still surrounding everything, and it's still very symmetrical. And this does measure to be about 7 inches wide by 4.5 inches tall, including the lid. Without it, it's going to be about 2 inches. All right. Number 22, I have this serving spoon. It is in the peacock leaves pattern from Zagwari Saramichna again for 22, originally 44. This will cut out your serving of pasta, but it also is great for fishing out some deviled eggs or hard-boiled eggs that you're about to turn into the dumplings. Also good for dyeing them if you have them soak in some colored water. And it does measure to be about 11 inches long. At the widest point, it's looking at just a little over 3 inches. Right. 23, this is going to be a basket in the little flower patch pattern for $28, originally $56. This is so colorful and bright. It reminds me of springtime. And I am not going to lie to you guys, I cannot pronounce this manufacturer. I'm working on it. I got the first part, Fahans. I am going to embarrass myself if I try to do that, but I promise you I'm working on it, getting a little better each day with the pronunciation. This is a 8-inch basket. It's about 7¼ inches in width. And like I said, this is $56 originally. Another just cute piece for being a little decorative. Or serving some bread. Number 24, this is going to be a smaller heater in the Flutters in the Wind pattern for $31, originally $63. This one is from Ceramica Dahlia, and it is about 4.5 inches. So you can see your little butterflies here. Here's where you put your tea light. Originally $63. I'm about to show a bistro mug next, so I'll show you how those sit on top of each other up close. But this is just perfect if you really enjoy your hot tea or hot coffee. This will keep it that way. I bet I can make it fit. I can make this work. I need it work. Alright, like I promised, this is going to be Choppy Waters in a 17-ounce bistro mug for $32, originally $65. As you can see, lots of blue going on here, but if you look closely, you can see the blue flowers that are surrounded by the blue leaves. So it's not all just squiggles. Of course, there's some artistry behind it. And this is the 17-ounce size. Let me bring back that heater for you to see how they sit on top of each other. I realize it's a little difficult because of the camera position, but they sit very well. They were just on the shelf sitting this way, and it wasn't difficult for me. It's not slipping and sliding. It's done. It's pretty cool. I think it's worth the investment if you do enjoy a hot beverage. Right, 26, I have this loophole from Ceramica Dahlia in the From the Heart pattern for just $30, originally $61. This is just too cute. Has little hearts all around, and then large red hearts at the top, and also a little trio of hearts in the bottom. This does measure to be about 14 ounces. These are really just convenience pieces if you haven't seen these before or are confused as to what they are for. I like to use them for my morning oatmeal, especially whenever I'm working, because it is so convenient to just take it with me. Or serving ice cream and not wanting to touch the cold bowl. Number 27, this is the Green Wave pattern in the Fahans manufacturer for just $16, a little planter. This is going to be so cute for smaller succulents. This is $32 originally, and it does measure to be just about 4 inches tall. She is a cutie. I love the different shades of green here. And it sort of looks like a broken egg. I think it's unique. Number 28, this is the Bright Beauty pattern in a piggy bank from Sarah. As you can see, it is a little piggy. It is just it's so cute. It's $90, originally $181. You can see lots going on here. Here is where you would insert your change or your dollar bills. And at the bottom, you can release everything without having to literally break the bank. It's a cute piece, especially if you have maybe a kid that's getting a little bit older, wanting to save their own money. Good way to not only let them have a little bit of freedom, but introducing them to Polish pottery. Number 29, I have a teapot for you guys from Two People. This one is in the Himalayan Blue Poppy pattern for $75, originally $150. Here is your top where you can see this delicate flower going around the handle. Fun thing, this also comes with a sifter, so you can do your loose leaf here, loose leaf tea here as well. It does measure to be about 22 ounces. So I'd say this is a teapot for 1 or 2 people. Haha, 2 people, and it's from Two People. Again, nice saturated blues here, but a wonderful mix of this light blue color. It is gorgeous. And again, that is $75, originally $150. Number 30, this one has the cutest name in this bistro mug from ceramic artist Stitchna. This is called Mama's Embroidery for just $25, originally $51. This is a 19-ounce mug. So just a tad bit bigger than 25. The little pops of yellow make this just a little bit of a happier pattern. I think gifting this to your mom or your grandma and explaining the pattern name behind it would be such a sweet gift. Right. 31, I have a little pet bowl. This is in the Chantilly pattern by Anna Pashabievich. I have not said that in a minute, so I hope I said it right. Pashabievich? I don't know. I hope. At least close. But this is just $26, originally $53. This is going to hold about 12 ounces. I think this is a good size for a small to medium dog or a cat. It does have enough weight to it that these aren't going to be just picked up and moved everywhere throughout the house. And why would you leave your furry friends out of the Polish pottery fun? Nick said,
How many ounces was number 30?
30 is 19 ounces. This is a fun, simple pattern. Very symmetrical. Less floral, so if you're, maybe you have a boy dog and you want to give him something a little manly. Oh, I took 31 away. Well, I'll show this again if you want to see it. Right, 32, I have a Christmas tray. This is in the Ruby Bouquet pattern from Manufacturer for $86, originally $173. This is a signature pattern from Manufacturer, and it has lots of warm colors that could go for both summer and fall, but of course this one is in a little Christmas tree, so we'll have it out during winter. This red is a beautiful, beautiful scarlet ruby color. And the underside is painted as well, which we love. But this will be the cutest thing for serving some Christmas cookies. It measures about 9 inches long by 7 inches wide at its widest point. Number 33, I have this nesting doll. These do come from Ukraine, and they are the most precious thing. Here we have this one to be about 4.5 inches, which will be the largest out of this particular set. It is originally $103. I'm going to open it so that you can see, well, number 2, that was my fault, Butterfingers. But is wood. It's all good. Number 2 and number 3. So in this set we just have the 3 nesting dolls. And it is so cute. Switch, there we go. Alrighty. Number 34, I have this mug in the Stormy Vines pattern for $29. This is going to be from 2 people and it measures to be about 20 ounces. And that is brimful, as are the rest of our measurements. This pattern is adorable. It has little specks of this light pink color mixed in with this like mauve purple. This is just cute. I like this pattern a lot. It's a perfect blend of intricacy and delicacy with those simple little blue dots. I have another Himalayan blue poppy piece for you guys. This one is going to be a 7.5-inch plate for $27, originally $55. So we're bringing back that beautiful saturated blue here with that light, almost washed blue. It looks like watercolor. And it is so cute. The way that the design is done on this particular piece, I greatly enjoy. I think it's done very well. I don't have the words to put it in the best way possible, but there's just certain pieces, you know, that really bring out the beauty of the pattern, and the way that this one was done is job well done. Number 36, I have a little Santa figurine. This is in the blue poppies pattern from Ceramica Bona for $41, originally $82. It does measure to be about 7 inches tall. It does have a open back, but it does not have holes here for the light to shine out of or the smoke to come out of. So it's just a figurine. And he's got his long beard and his mustache. It's a cute pattern, and the blue poppies pattern is widespread throughout Bona on different pieces, so this could possibly fit into your collection. Right. 37, this is going to be from Zequale in a Dash of Poppies pattern for $16, originally $33. The reds on here are very bright. I enjoy that it is just the red poppies against this natural clay color, and they're kind of sporadically put. It's a cute pattern, very simple. It's about 5.5 inches and holds at 16 ounces. So it's a good size bowl. It's just a tad bit smaller than the 6-inch, of course, but to me, looking at it and having it in my hands, it looks like this would still be a good size for something like soup or cereal or everyday needs like that. And 37 goes out, so I can show 38. There we go. 38. We have a spoon rest in the Bright Beauty. There we go. Bright Beauty pattern from Sarah for $23, originally $47. For whatever reason, I've seen this pattern multiple times, even just saw it on the piggy bank. I love it so much on this spoon rest. Maybe it's because the colors seem bigger and brighter. The transition from orange to red is just gorgeous. This is about 7 inches long. I don't have this one at home, but I do have this similar shape at home. I use it quite often.
Any surprises tonight?
Any surprises? Today's been a day, y'all, but I'll see what I can do before the show ends. $39, I have this sweet misty blue pattern from Manufactura in a 6 1/4 inch or 6 3/4 inch bowl. Holds about 24 ounces and is $32, originally $65. And as you can see, this one is just sweet and simple. We've got nice little polka dots everywhere, having it be more concentrated on the rim and at the bottom. If you look closely, you can see it has this sort of rippling effect, and they're not just randomly put, which I enjoy because at first glance it does just look like a bunch of dots, but there's a pattern to them. Just a good everyday size. Again, this is 32, originally 65 for a almost 7-inch bowl. I made this so much more difficult than I had to with the way that I'm holding it. This is how I was holding it when all I had to do was Number 40, I have a gravy boat with saucer, also from Manufactura, in the Birds in the Sunset pattern. Here is the tray, beautiful in all of its glory. And it does measure to be about 8 inches by 5. Here is the gravy boat, which will hold about 19 ounces. And it has a nice big handle, so you can be quite comfortable. 83, originally 167. And it's just gorgeous. I love this soft green. It is a beautiful shade. Pairs nicely with the softness of the yellow. And we've got that beautiful green all the way around here too. Pretty piece. Right, 41, I've got this gigantic mug from Ceramic Artist Stitch Nut in the Princess in a Red Dress pattern for 36, originally 72. This is going to hold 22 ounces. And we do have a lot of variations of this princess pattern, such as the blue dress princess, the green dress, the blue dress that comes with the prince, the red dress that comes with the prince. So also the magical carriage pattern. I feel like I definitely left out a few, but this would be an amazing addition if you already have even one of those patterns. They pair very nicely. Also, the little flowers pattern is what this is right here. So if you have that pattern, this of course also going to pair super well with it. It's also just cute if you have a little daughter. getting something to remind you of her every day. $42. This one is going to be 35 ounce 10 by 7 baker for $56 and originally $112. This size is used all the time in my household as well as Monica's, and I'm sure a lot of y'all's. This is the Rooster Parade pattern, and it has this nice mirror effect. These are workhorse bakers. They are used for just about everything. I think last year at Thanksgiving, oh my gosh, how many of these were used for the stuffing?
No idea.
A lot. Maybe like 4 or 5 of these. And since it is Polish pottery and super low quality, everything is going to heat very evenly when you use it. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Last shelf, y'all. $43. I'm looking at Flower in the Meadow Garden for $76. Originally $153. This is a 10-inch baker, meaning that includes the handles, about 8 inches without. This is such a fun and colorful pattern. Reminds me of confetti. Very whimsical. These are also wonderful size bakers that can be used very universally. This is a good size if you want to make maybe like a big quiche or a chicken pot pie. You can use this as the base for a brownie cake or a cookie cake. They're good sizes. I like a happy medium. It means you can use it for everything. Number 44, I have this piece in the pattern Golden Jockey. So as you can see here, we have this nice wreath of some leaves with a precious golden jockey there at the top. $43, originally $87. This does measure to be about a 10-inch plate, and this is, I believe, a discontinued shape. So even if we were to get this in a plate again, it's not going to be in this plate. I think. I am 90% sure of that statement. I would have to double check the list, but you gotta get it while the getting is good. Get it? I think that makes sense. Nick kind of made a face like, ugh, but you gotta get on it while the getting is good. There we go. I knew I was saying it wrong, but this is a cute piece. It's very unique. I haven't seen us carry too many horse patterns. So if you were a horse girl, make sure you get one. All right. Number 45, this is a beautiful plate from Bona. This is in the Azul Hydrangea pattern for $27, originally $55. We do have under 5 of these plates, but this is just beautiful. I like this speckled rim here. That is quite different. And this soft green pairs so nicely with that deep blue. This is a 7.5-inch plate, so a little dessert plate for a small lunch or a slice of cake. $46, I have this utensil jar in the Splendid Meadow pattern for $63, originally $126. This one has a cute peachy color right here that's this light pink, very girly, and just, it's cute. Again, $126 originally, and these are 6-inch jars, so it measures about 6 inches in height by 6 in depth. I actually am looking into getting a utensil jar myself for my bathroom. Right now I have one that is, it was to a jar with lid, but the lid broken, so I had just a little jar. Putting my hairbrush and comb, like dry shampoo, things like that in there. But I want something a little bigger, so I think I need to get a utensil jar. Lots of jewel tones here. Very, very gorgeous. All right. And 47, this is always a stunner. Every piece I've seen in it, I have fell in love with. This is Starry Night in a carafe for $215, originally $431. This is a U7 pattern. And it is just stunning. I cannot imagine sitting there and doing every single one of those little dots. I'd lose my mind. There's no way I could be so consistent with it. I respect the artist madly. But this is just, again, a beautiful pattern, just breathtaking. It is a U7, $215, originally $431. Does measure about 11 inches tall, and it holds 44 ounces. They're also great vases. It's a good shape for like long stemmed flowers.
Do we have any blonde princess bowls?
Blonde princess bowls. I can definitely look into it. If you message us that question, we can send links directly to you of what we do have. 48, this is another gorgeous dessert plate from, I lied, this is not from Ceramica Bona. Sarah Anelia, I don't know if that's right, but this is beautiful. $63, originally $126. And it is in the Sunshine Poppy pattern. I absolutely adore this shade of pink. It is so blushy. It reminds me of, it's like a flirty pink. It's nice. And these pops of yellow are just beautiful, like little lemon drops. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, the more I like it, the more I look at it, the more I like it. There we go. Number 49, I have this Christmas tree from Ceramica Dahlia in the long lavender pattern for $53, originally $106. This is going to measure about 8 inches, just a tad over, by about 7 inches. That's just a cute little figurine. and the pattern is replicated on both sides. I think having multiples of these in different patterns would be really cute because you could line them up like so. I don't know. It's just a cute idea to me. Or having multiple trees and then adding this and it's just a little like Christmas forest. This piece is originally 106, and again, this is about 8 inches tall, you guys. Oh, there we go. I thought this piece didn't have a stamp, but it does. This plate next up I think is so abstract and unique. This is called Tiptoe Through the Tulips. It is an 11-inch plate for $74, originally $148, and this is a unicat pattern. I like how this has the outlines of the tulips. This is just a very different art style than I've seen on a lot of pieces. And it is, this is so pretty. I want a place sitting in it. Again, that's 11 inches, 148 originally, and just 74 for y'all today for this beautifully done abstract pattern. Alright, 51 is this cute little covered baker. It is $44, originally $89 in the Morning Frost pattern from Stata Fabrica. This is just a nice pattern. I think this is the perfect size for doing a baked dip. Ah, and look at that little surprise there. Gorgeous on the inside too. This holds 22 ounces and is going to measure just a little over 8 inches with the handle. It's about 6.5 in width, but this would be, like I said, great for a baked dip such as, you know, queso, but also something like the spinach and artichoke dip. You could do a little taco dip, whatever you fancy. These are so, so cute. And that top is going to keep everything nice and warm whenever you're serving it. Oh, I didn't show you the bottom. Duh. That is adorable. And you know what, guys, I don't have a surprise for this evening, but that is because I want to actually plan a surprise, and today I didn't, sadly. I know, I must have let you down. But I will definitely be planning a little something special for y'all the next time I do a show.
Can you show the linen one more time?
The linen? Yeah. Okay, there's a request to see the linen one more time. So, while I show you this, I will give you our little outro. Just a reminder that if you are a new customer, please send us your email address, for we will need it to get you registered on our Polish Pottery TV site. All invoices will be sent shortly after the show ends via email. If you have any questions, you can always message us or email us through the polishpotterytv.tv. There we go. Shipping is free for orders over $99 in the lower 48 states. Other than that, is going to be a $9 shipping fee. This is 100% polyester for anybody who is asking, and it is a little bit see-through, but it is just a little napkin to make your dinner table look nice. I feel like I was just talking in an infomercial. But that was number 1, and that was our show. Thank you so much for joining us. I will see you guys pretty soon, but until then, have a great night. Bye!